Time for you to go beast mode. King of the jungle, cause you're an animal. Time for you to go overload. Eat your competition alive, cause you an animal. What's my competition? Only me. Go head to head with my enemies and smash them to smithereens. Calisthenics burning calories. Bring that fire ready to blow up. Now we're the kerosene. You're a fighter, you're a fighter. Never gonna give up, never gonna back down. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Welcome into the Friday Night Blitz. Tyler Cass, joined as always by Nick Luttrell for round 2 of the high school football playoffs in Arkansas. So if you're a 3A or 4A school, it means you're fighting for a spot in the quarterfinals. Everyone else, state semis on the line tonight.
Yeah, really exciting. Quarterfinals, as you mentioned, except for the 3A and 4A, but lots of exciting football. Talk about exciting football, we'll get to our game of the week. The story's been told a million times by now for Sylvan Hills, a team that last year was winless and this year one of the top teams in the state. Tonight, facing off against Marion. Let's check out the highlights between the Marion Patriots, a rematch of Week 4 to 6A East foes. Sylvan Hills only one loss this season, coming to Marion. Early game action, it looking like that game back in Week 4. Tyler Hampton picked off by R.I. Johnson. Marion takes over the football. A little later, Kajarius Hill around the outside into the red zone. Almost hits our cameraman. Shout out to Danny taking a hit there. And then it's Jeremiah Dent disappearing and finding the end zone. 6-0 Marion. Rough start continuing for the Bears. Rico Ward this time for Marion. Takes a load of a face mask but stays on his feet. He doesn't care. Around the outside corner, turns on the Jets. He scores. It is 12-0 Marion. Could they pull off the upset? But we know this Bears team has been through a lot. You know, they aren't going down without a fight. Tyler Hampton to Tyler Blakely, who shakes his way into a touchdown for the Bears. Sylvan Hills would still trail by as much as 11 in the second half, but 20 unanswered in the second half, including this great touchdown from Hampton to Blakely. Bears come back and they win it 34-32.
Well, Lakeside finished the regular season with 2 heartbreaking losses, but started the playoffs the big-time road win at Searcy. For their troubles, another trip on the road to take on undefeated Greenbrier, and here come the Panthers in front of the home faithful. Opening drive for Lakeside. Wally Walcott goes downfield to Drew Morgan. He is wide open. A little stumble there, otherwise that's probably 6. Doesn't matter too much. Peter Oman, running back, taking it, working his way through that sea of blue and into the end zone. It's 7-0 Lakeside. All right, here comes Greenbrier. Check out the man, the myth, the legend, Enoch Hassan. Shifty as all get out. He's got the speed, he's got the stiff arm. As he says, he wants all the smoke. That gets him deep inside Lakeside territory. And look, you got to respect the play action when the running back's Enoch Hassan. And yeah, look at that. Caden Cummings makes the most of it, getting down near the goal line. And from here, yeah, no reason to mess with things. Give the ball to Hassan. That ties the game at 7-7. Lakeside ball now, though, and it's Luke Robleski getting the catch, picking up off the turf, spinning, juking, getting off guys, bouncing his way to the sideline, and then Peter Oman up the gut for another touchdown. And for the second week in a row, Lakeside goes on the road against a better seasoned team and pitches a second half shutout for the win. The Rams take this one by 3.
All right, let's go to War Memorial to see who Lakeside will face in next week's semifinals. Harrison, the 4 seed of the West, with a hot start. They had an upset last week, trying to get another one here tonight. Eli McNutt powering his way into the end zone for a goal line score. Goblins would go up 10-0. Patriots trying to respond now. Quarterback Montrell Thomas rolling out, trying to find some open space, makes a little juke, ball pops out, it's on the turf, it's in the air, and it's into the breadbasket of a Harrison Goblin. He points the other direction, they get it, but give credit to Parkview's defense. They held strong. The Patriots get the ball back. It's Thompson again, this time to Carmelo Johnson. He gets him inside the red zone. Next play, Thomas again, man, a beautiful pass this time to Kyrick Folks. He scores. Patriots cut the deficit to 3 in the first half. They trail most of the second half until 1 minute left in the game, and here's the game winner. Montrell Thomas doing it all for the Patriots. He scores with a minute left. Parkview hangs on to get the 21-17 win.
Parkview, of course, winners of the last 3 5A state titles. Conference a little more up in the air this year, though. Stayed there. Farmington on the road at Robinson. Early Cardinal touchdown makes it 7-0. Joe T chasing a deficit for the second week in a row. Second quarter, Reese Simpson. That's Deuce Williams. Who else? Deuce puts Robinson on the board. We're all tied at 7 apiece. But it's Farmington offense, man. One of the best in the state last year. Lost a bunch of guys, but still always a threat to score. And look at this. It takes way more than one guy with his arms to tackle that man. Aiden Lester gives Farmington a 14-7 lead, but just skip the whole quarterback thing. Direct snap to Deuce. Stiff arm manages to stay in bounds, cuts back inside to even the score before halftime, and Joe T. Robinson takes it by a field goal in the end, 24-21.
All right, let's go down to the Class 4A now. Mills taking on Bauxite. Second quarter action. Elijah Moody was a freshman phenom last season. He's a sophomore this year. Has trouble with the snap, but then he goes to work, making something out of nothing. That nothing turns into a touchdown. The Comets score first to go up 6-0. A little later, Bauxite trying to answer. Wyatt Foreman launching a bomb to a wide open Cash Robinson, and he cashes in for a score. 7-6 Miners. Mills, though, not done yet with their scoring. Moody again this time to Chase Slater, the sophomore to sophomore connection. Just a screen pass, but he takes it all the way. Mills would keep it close in the second half until Bauxite really pulled away in the fourth quarter. Miners pull off the minor upset. They'll head to Stuttgart next week.
All right, another week chock full of high school playoff fun. You saw a lot of the medium and smaller schools there. Time to talk big boys. We're headed to the 7A from west to central when we return.
You're watching Friday Night Blitz on THB 11. Go Dogs!
Welcome back to the Friday Night Blitz. It is the final Friday Night Blitz of the season. We'll cry about it later. We still got a lot of exciting action to show you guys. We talked 4A, 5A, a little bit of everything in our last block. Tyler, now it's time to go up to 7A.
That's right. The biggest classification in the state, and on to the second round. First round usually goes pretty chalk, we're not going to lie. Second round is where fireworks start to fly. Conway playing host to Bentonville West. Conway tie 7-7, but Wesley Tapp finds Alex McCray. Conway on top, 14-7. All right, ensuing kickoff. Bentonville West fields it, and then fools everyone, me and the defense. They go reverse on the kickoff, and they're going to take this all the way to the house. It was actually Bentonville West's second kickoff return touchdown of the first quarter. We're all tied at 14 apiece. Now Buck James says, okay, I can do a little bit of this trickery thing. They go Wampus Cat Wildcat, direct snap to Carter Crow. He takes it in, Conway on top by a score. Bentonville West pulling out all the special teams. They're going for the fake punt on 4th and 2, but Conway snuffs it out. Turnover on downs. Wampus Cats couldn't get anything going on the ensuing drive, but look at the defense here. That's just a swarm of Wampus Cats for a sack down near the goal line. Bentonville West has to punt. Good field position this time for Conway. Trey Harris juking left, juking right. He's in for 6, and the Wampus Cats take this one 55-44.
All right, staying with the 7A level, Little Rock Christian and Rogers Mounties with a big-time win, dominating LRCA to win this one.
And Bryant doesn't seem to have any trouble with Fayetteville. 42-0, the win for the Hornets. They'll advance to host Rogers next week.
All right, to the 6A level, the Benton Panthers. Shout out to Mountain Home, kept it close with the Panthers for a while, but you can't hold down Drew Davis for long. The big, long rushing touchdown. Panthers win. They put up 60+ on the Bombers.
All right, to Dardanelle. Sand Lizards playing host to Hamburg. One of the best games of the night. Hamburg up 7 with under a minute to go, but Creed Vega keeps it to bring Dardanelle within 1. They go for 2 in the win, and Vega does it again himself. and it's Dardanelle holding on for a big victory.
All right, Glen Rose and Atkins, we expected this game to be close. It was, but Glen Rose pulling ahead with a touchdown there late in the fourth quarter. They go on to get the win.
And Stuttgart playing host to Blytheville. That one, well, less of a close game. Check this out, a little double pass action. We love the trickery at this time of year. Why not? Win or go home. Stuttgart, well, they're not going home. Big win for the Ricebirds.
All right, finally to the Class 5A, one of the best games of the night. Hot Springs and Morrilton. Cedric Bishop Allen running for his life. Outside the pocket, inside the pocket, the 10-5. He finds his way into the end zone. Hot Springs goes up by a score with about a minute or two left, but Morrilton striking back. Maddox Berry to his receiver. He scores, and the Devil Dogs go into Hot Springs and pull off the upset against the Trojans.
All right, if you missed any of the action tonight, here's all you got to do. Text SCORES, just the word SCORES, nothing but that one single word. It's the number on your screen, 501-376-1111. We will then send you a link to all the final scores and highlights.
You're watching Friday Night Blitz on THP11.
All right, that's going to do it for us. As Nick alluded to earlier, this is our final full Friday Night Blitz of the season. Don't worry, we'll still bring you all the highlights from semifinals and state title games in the weeks to come. But I just want to say a big thank you to everyone on camera, behind the cameras. Putting on a high school football show like this takes every single person at this station. Everyone pitched in, and guys, it's been another great season.